This is a microwave in an unhealthy state. This is a microwave in a healthier state. And in this episode of Callum Smiles Media Health, I'm going to tell you why. So yes, as you can tell by that introduction there, here on Callum Smiles Media today we're going to be talking about microwaves and just how you can avoid them, which is a very simple thing to do, but more importantly why you should avoid them. So the microwave oven was developed by a man called Percy Spencer, who actually just stumbled across the technology when working on radar systems during the 1940s. And he noticed with his, basically he was holding a sweet, that it started to melt. And he realised it was actually this radar technology they were developing that actually caused it. So a few years later, the first basically microwave oven, but it wasn't an oven, it was out in the open sort of thing, was created. It cost an absolute fortune. It was in a restaurant in Boston. And then fast forward to 1967, the first microwave ovens were readily available for the general public. Now, the microwave oven comes with a lot of hidden dangers, and there's a fair few studies to actually back this up. This isn't unknown knowledge, but it is unshown knowledge, you could say. It's not the sort of thing you find in the mainstream media. So how does a microwave oven work? Well, firstly, there has to be water present. So if something is completely 100% bone dry, the heating won't happen, because what it does is the friction caused by the rapidly vibrating particles as they're being ripped apart, this is the water molecules, that friction causes the heat. So actually it is a myth that things heat from the inside in the microwave oven, just it seems hotter. It actually does cook initially from the outside in. It's not from the inside out. So there needs to be water present. And so like I said, what it does is it actually changes the molecular structure of things that have water, including water itself. So it rips water molecules apart with amino acids and proteins. It literally changes its molecular structure, which can actually make it toxic in the human body. And there was a particular study which, and I'll read out some of the studies in a second, but this particular study which involved broccoli. So what happened was they had broccoli and some water in a microwave oven, and they got it to a certain temperature. They did the exact same by steaming the veg. So basically the way they could say it was like equal, fair, was basically it's to the same temperature. So when they steamed the broccoli, it lost up to 11% of its antioxidants. When using the microwave oven, it lost up to 97% of its antioxidants, basically rendering that bit of food useless. There's next to no nutritional value left. So looking into more studies, there was a study that found when microwaved with a little bit of water, it loses up to 97% of its beneficial antioxidants. Steamed broccoli only lost 11% or less. Some amounts of phenolic compounds and glucosinolates were also lost. The study was published in November 2003 issue of the Journal of the Science of Food and Agriculture. Vitamin C in asparagus spears was lost during the 1999 Scandinavian study. One study found 60 seconds of microwaving garlic depleted the food of its allinase, which is garlic's primary cancer-fighting ingredient. Just 6 minutes of microwave heating turned 30 to 40% of the B12 milk into a dead form, which was found in a Japanese study by Watanabe. An Australian study recently conducted showed that microwaves cause a higher degree of protein unfolding than conventional heating. And a 1992 study found that breast milk lost lysosome activity antibodies and became a more suitable environment for the potential growth of pathogenic bacteria after being microwaved. So focusing on that last study when it comes to the breast milk, and please, all women out there, firstly, just stop microwaving your food and drinks anyway. That goes for men, women, they, them, this, that. I don't care what you are, just stop doing this. Secondly, and I'd say more importantly, mothers, fathers, particularly mothers, do not microwave your breast milk. Don't try and reheat it to, for the child because it likes warm milk. Don't do it because you think it's killing off bacteria. Well, it is killing off bacteria, but good bacteria and good enzymes and good everything. So the lysosome is basically, it's part of the milk. It can even be found in tears actually, but it's the part of the milk that actually is really good at destroying harmful bacteria. So when they say that a mother's breast milk can help give immunity to a child and protect it, this is one of the main things. And that once you take away that, the child's not getting all the things that it needs for it to stand the best chance of survival and to develop. Not only that, that milk is then a perfect petri dish for other harmful bacteria. So not only is it taking away what the child needs to succeed, it may actually be adding the sort of things that could make it poorly, and then God knows what else. So that is just a few of the things when it comes to microwaves. There's also the harmful effects of EMF, but I will probably do that in an episode at a later date. I don't really want to, whilst it is linked, I'd like to keep this short and sweet so you can try and learn as much as possible. And more importantly, I want you to then think, oh, that thing you mentioned there, I'm going to look into it myself. So please, if you've enjoyed this, please do like it, share it, subscribe to it, show your friends, and for the love of God, do what I did at the start of this video with your microwave, if you have one. If you don't have one, well, you're a step ahead against the rest of us. Thank you, and see you next time.